welcome to the Albion TV War Report, your source of live battle coverage featuring the top guilds and alliances of Albion Online. Today is the 10th of March, 2022. I am your host, the Shozen One, and I am joined today by Robinhoodrs on the play-by-play and Bogul on the camera and knobs. We are currently on a 15-minute delay, so if you have reports of live action, please contact us in-game on our GMs, the Shozen One or Robinhood GM. Robin, I believe we're on Arcapeach right now.
We are indeed. We're all the way up in Shohu Steppe today with the Trap Alliance. Well, actually, it's just Bella Ella here up in the north. Bit of a weird one. They are currently clashing with the Clown Alliance. It's a devastating engagement here right off the rip. These guys have been back and forth throughout the last 5-10 minutes or so. They have been fighting constantly. Bella Ella getting clapped here. Not enough follow-up DPS, unfortunately, to secure some kills, but they are getting pushed back, constantly getting dropped on by melee DPS as the kiting continues. The Clowns could have their number here if they're able to keep up this pressure. A lot of heals coming down randomly. Trap looking for a return engagement. The Soul Scythe comes out from Arcapeach. It's going to be a good engagement finding a couple members of the Clown Alliance, but the kiting continues as his back end is getting torn apart here. Forward Enigmatic Staff coming down. The carpets are coming down as well to help the kiting, but look at the amount of melees just bullying the backline, forcing Trap and Bella Ella just to keep kiting. They can't stabilize here. They can't form a front line unless they get rid of these melees inside of them, but there's so many. The Clown Alliance have so many, but that clump, that's going to remove a lot of them.
Well, that'll at least slow them down, Robin. It looks like the melees are still coming through and still pressuring the mid lines and back lines of Bella Ella, which is a really good strategy to keep them off their toes here. But Bella Ella, that turn, definitely killed some of the DPS and the pressure that was being put forth. And once those guys went down, so did the support. You have to fall back, find out what you still have, and regroup. But the Jackals, very aggressive.
Yeah, putting up some big numbers as well. Even though they're dropping like flies at the moment. Now Arcapeach has restabilized. They still have quite a few members left alive here. That this blob has not really shrunk, and I believe the Clown Alliance actually live nearby. Maybe one or two. Actually, their hideout's directly southeast, so returning for them is literally a flick of the switch.
Nice.
Well, let's see if this group gets caught off guard. The mist, or the energy shaper, shall I say, beaming through that clump. One or two members of Valon or Zorn now appearing here. So we have a three-way battle here in Shohu Steppe, but I don't think Zorn are going to live that long as they just got collapsed down the middle of their Zerg there by Arcapeach. A nice engagement, and it looks like Zorn are already fleeing out of the war zone here, and Arcapeach is once again stabilizing and looking for the next turn of an engagement. Seeing the blob split off to the eastern side back towards the territory here. We do have 11 minutes until the territories can be claimed or pacified, and I'm pretty sure the Clown Alliance want to hold on to their territory here in Shohu Steppe.
Yeah, I imagine they don't want to lose that. Nobody wants to lose their stuff.
Indeed. Drick on the other monitor there, just clearing up some members in driving cross. Actually, it looks like his Zerg, I think Needle 14 is calling for them today. Yes, Needle 14 is the shot caller for 6 M3R today. Looks like Drick just wants to do some bullying with those gloves. And Needle 14 is chasing down a couple of members that are left alive. Remember, we had that hideout go down yesterday at the end of the zone. That has indeed turned into a HQ here in Dry Vein Cross. So that cannot be destroyed as it goes through construction phase and into a final hideout today. Normally we see PoE forming up and fighting in this region. Not anymore.
No. Interesting there.
PoE are not massed today.
Yeah, you were telling me that right before we went on the air. What happened with that? Do you have any idea of what's going on? Because with all these launches...
Speculation.
Okay. Do a little speculation. I like a little bit of speculation.
So,
been known to enjoy a little bit.
Yes, we have been known to enjoy speculation here on the War Report, especially when it comes to PoE and the massive wars that happen between the PoE Alliance and the rest of the world. So 6 have moved into the Southwest region where, you know, PoE war holding before is a back and forth constantly. And then it's dropped off. If you open up the world map, Bogul, and just go up to Driving Confluence, Russian Guild was a member of PoE 2 Alliance. PoE 2 Alliance was holding on strong. Russian Guild are now out of an alliance completely. Is PoE 2 collapsed back into the main PoE Zerg again? Are they all going back under one banner again? I'm not sure. I think they are, because if you look at the PoE main tag, you have CIR, Orden, Uncle Mop's Duty Free Shop. I don't know what that is. No Fucking Mercy, Rogue Natives, Bloodclot, Hammer and Sickle, Blocker de Rue, and Scoia'taut under the banner. I'm pretty sure they were split before, but I'm not 100% sure. But it's strange going on here, especially with PoE 2, Russian Guild getting dropped out of the tag. And while that's happening in the Southwest, over in the Thunder Rock Ascent, you know, Thunder Rock Draw, Dark Bro Snag, River Cops Fount area, we have a couple launches here today, especially onto River Cops Fount.
I want to interrupt you for a quick second. Arcapeach is fighting the Jackals once again on territory.
Alrighty. And well, that's a perfect segue back into what I was just about to bring up here. The Trap Alliance are normally down fighting PoE constantly at 1800 time slot for those territories in that region. Trap are all the way up north, literally nearly on the opposite side of the map. Have special terms been drawn up here? We've seen it time and time again when things, you know, start getting a little bit rough, you know, when the cost of war mounts up, you know, those deals get signed.
It's true. A lot of deals do get signed when things get a little expensive. Nobody likes to lose silver while they're losing a war, and if there's something they can do to bypass that, sometimes that happens. But can you think of any other reason why maybe Trap would forego defending its territories like that?
I don't know, unless an agreement's been made of like who gets what down in that region. You know, we've seen it before with PoE, like the Blue Army PoE war that happened. You know, the deals got signed and certain groups took certain areas around that region. It's not uncommon for that to happen. We'll definitely have to wait and see how it plays out over the next couple weeks to see what actually happens. All we know, it could be, you know, it could be a one-day ceasefire, you know? But
True.
Who knows?
Could it be that maybe these guys had some insider information that PoE wasn't going to launch, and that once PoE didn't launch, they were like, let's go try to find content? Could it be that simple?
Also, it could also be that as well. It's a possibility. Like we said, like it's all speculation from us at the moment here on AOTV. See how it plays out. But I guess we can jump back into the play-by-play action because Arcapeach has been slaying the Clown Alliance here in Shellheap Steppe. There's another massive blob that just zoned in from the northwest side into this map as well.
I'm gonna go find out
who
who that is.
just joined.
I gotcha.
Alrighty.
It looks like it's... Is that... No, it's Sex and Flex?
Okay.
GDL?
So GDL Alliance, yep, they were up here in the region yesterday fighting as well. So it's going to turn into another three-way battle here. I don't think Trap and GDL are working together. So it should get quite spicy here soon enough. Wondering if Arcapeach knows that's enemy that's coming in. Is he going to back out away from the territory? That's some big blobs splitting off around here. That's yeah, I think he just looked at his mini-map and he's like, yeah, let's not get sandwiched on the eastern side inside the territory. That's not a great move. The Diddy dancing begins, it seems. And it looks like a little bit of action is kicking off. Everybody's splitting off from each other here. Down in the south, we got zero rent here as well. So zero rent on the battlefield.
It's so interesting how often these battles turn into like 3, 4, 5-way battles. Yeah, I've actually got zero rent running into Rack over an Everwinter Expanse. I don't know if these two are going to fight.
Yeah, someone's got to be working with someone here. Like, but I'm not sure. It's the start of the season, and it's going to be like this for like a good week or two. You know, people figuring out who the enemies are and who their allies are. So we'll have to wait and see. Arcapeach is mounted up and he's going right for the blob southwest. He's chasing down, it seems, GDL. Looks like they
Bogul is showing, I believe, Lugsy on the main screen right now as well. He's got some small scale action.
Alrighty. Keep Arcapeach on the baby monitor for now. As Lugsy pushes his way into the Wars Alliance here in Scuttlesink Pools. Oh, did he just cancel his snare charge? He did, but the clump continues anyway.
The follow-up was real there, Robin. They put down a number of the guys from Wars here.
They did. They could have got more, but that defensive beetle there from Mazzy99 shut down a couple of the DPS that was trying to drop their DPS on the clump. Lugsy's just going to back out. A lot of guard aggro happening. It's a level 2 tower here. So the guards are not as impactful, but it looks like it's causing a little bit of issues for his healers in the back end. Lugsy actually calls it. He notices they're mounting up. He's trying to look for an engagement. The Cam9 connects. A little bit of a clump here. Unfortunately for these guys, they're not going to make it out alive. And Wars are fleeing the battlefield here. I'm gonna
this doesn't look like it's the main group of Wars either. These are a couple of groups I'm not really familiar with. SSG, do you know them?
Nope. Wars have been, you know, they've been building up their forces over the last season, season 14. They've been slowly growing in strength and trying to hold down this north region of the map. So, been interesting. Our cluster queue's activated on Arcapeach now. But no one's actually fighting. BMF are here now as well. BMF Alliance with a 36 disarray debuff in the zone. Trap has a level 28, while Clown Alliance are sitting on a level 1 disarray. A lot of
not
moving
much.
parts.
A level 1 disarray?
Yeah. I think they went to a different zone. Flex and Flex is running as well through Shale Heap's hills at the moment. I'm just in free roam as it looks like these guys may be positioning themselves for a fight. War Gods now zoning in as well for the GDL Alliance. Oh boy. Wait, are BMF and GDL working together? No. Let me find a tank for Takara. There we go.
Alright.
There we go. Shot caller for Sex and Flex. It's like he wanted to engage East, but that group I backed up real quick as cluster queues activated. GDL now up to a level 40 disarray debuff within the zone.
Oh boy, that's pretty good. Okay.
Yep.
No joke on that one.
Yeah. BMF are like, yeah, we're gonna head out.
It was nice seeing you. All right, all right. It seems like you guys are doing well. Good on you there. Nice to see you grouping up.
Yep, and there they go out of the zone.
Yeah, well, what would you do?
Definitely run away. Yeah. Definitely run away.
There are times when it's the right thing to do.
Indeed. And I wonder, wait, so I wonder what Tamashi and them are up to. Are they even massed today?
Yeah, they were taking down a castle.
They're in Drownfield Rut at the moment. Not fighting.
Heading over to Lugsy. I hear he's got more action. Let's see what that's about.
Here we go then. Back on the tower in Scuttlesink Pools. So he's got zero rent now in his sights. As
Okay.
there's a Gala Clapper stacking up, going to clap right on that western side. There it goes. As Zorn literally didn't even read that engagement and stood there all clumped. The return comes in, some DPS getting put out here onto zero rent, but Lugsy, Zorn cannot afford to lose anybody really, considering how many zero rent have on the battlefield here in this map. Battle is ongoing. Zorn has launched onto this territory. It's currently owned by zero rent. So it's going to be a back and forth. Lugsy really needs to pay attention on this western side. His group is just getting clumped and dumped constantly. Try and shut down some of that DPS. Some big brimstone engagements, and that's what Lugsy was looking for. A perfect clump and deletion. Return comes out, but the Inamatic shielding comes out as well. Tankmaster sacrificing himself there with the Locust and shielding as he drops down. Lugsy is slowly bleeding members here.
Yeah, it does happen when you're just outnumbered in these situations, and it looks like he's completely surrounded, Robin. I don't see a way for them to win this fight. I was gonna say way for them to win. Maybe there's a way out, but it looks like Lugsy just sacrificed himself and may have sacrificed the rest of Zorn with him. Do you see any way back for this fight, Robin?
I mean, if they get like a massive clump like deletion, maybe. I got us a Grovekeeper tank there for Zorn. They're still fighting. They're still trying to lock it down, but look at the use of the Cleric Cal there up in the north. There comes another nice little deletion. They're going to find one or two, but they all stack up on the bodies and the gloves. You just got Tyson Furied, my friend. That's the end of that clump. And I think Zorn now noticed that it's all she wrote, and they are going to be backing up out of the territory, and Zero Rent should be punishing them as they leave. Not as punishing as I would have hoped for. Damnation Pierce did come out onto this group, and I believe Arca Peach has more content on him as this content is over. Notorious Army claiming territory there for themselves. Now
well done for Zero Rent there, just making a good showing up against Zorn.
Indeed. Arca Peach finding a War God's bomb squad here, putting quick work into that group, removing him from his north flank. Very nicely done. It's a battle with the Diddy Dance now. A lot of repositioning going to be happening here, Shozen.
Yeah, they're trying to make some things happen here. It almost had a very, very devastating engagement on top of Lukovka here, who's fighting against the Trap Alliance here. He got completely clumped, but no DPS follow-up by Bella Ella and Trap at all, letting them kind of make this nice turn that they've had here.
Oh my.
And very significant re-engagement by these guys in GDL. Well done, War Gods.
Yeah, and I think once again, the juggernauts on the battlefield, the ones getting those clumps, the ones getting those perfect setups here for both sides. Actually, we saw it yesterday with that that fight that we witnessed over in the western side of the world. That Juggernaut constantly setting up the engagement, but it looks like another engagement is coming in here. The combat looters getting clumped and dumped here. GDL going to lose a lot on that play. They were combat looting the bodies of Bella Ella, and Arca Peach is not going to let that go.
Well, Robin, I think the main screen was down here over on Lukovka as he was sweeping around the other side. The entire time that Arca Peach was repositioning himself, Lukovka was pushing through the other side. And now BMF is here as a third party in this engagement. Oh, no, actually, Bella Ella is... Yeah, Bella Ella's still trapped. Who is BMF? I don't know these guys.
Brand new alliance that's been formed up. We also have Rack on the battlefield as well, outside of the GDL tag, but they do work in hand with GDL. That collapsed in on the backlines of Arca Peach while you were explaining the situation happening on the other side of the battlefield. So a lot of switching around, and oh my god, GDL probably nearly got deleted for that punishment play, but no, just not enough DPS from Bella Ella here, and it looks like it's going to be all she wrote as red name tags of GDL just come swarming in from the east, from the north, and the south. And it's going to be GG here. Arcapeach knows it.
Yeah, pretty much every direction except for the river.
Yep. Yeah.
And now it looks like War Gods are trying to find anything that's remaining from these other 3 alliances on the field. I'm going to try to find Rack out here to see if they are anywhere near this positioning.
Yep, Lakovka actually has Rack to his northwest here. Rack are getting pushed. Friendly fire happening a little, you know, chill boys, name tags on. Lakovka calling the mount up, and the Ode wrap around and see what he can find. There's still blobs on this battlefield.
Yeah, there's quite a bit of Rack on the western side. If you look at that tier 2 blob forming up on the western side, that is Rack mounting up.
Yep. That big blob to the north that's just shifted across the water bridge, that's going to be the BMF Alliance with a level 22. It looks like they're fleeing the zone here. I didn't really see much from them today in terms of action at all. They were out in force, but it seems like they were just running away. Didn't really want to engage here with Rack and GDL.
Yeah, it's an interesting situation. I'm wondering if we're going to get a fight out of this after all this repositioning in the zone, because there's quite a bit of it. Rack is still chasing a number of people from Trap and Bella Ella here. So there's everybody is mixed in this blob here that's wrapping over that northern blob. It's just a full mix right now, and I'm just trying to bounce around, trying to find any perspective where it looks like they're mounting or demounting and repositioning for a fight. I do see the first few people from GDL demounting here and remounting. Never mind.
Yeah, I've hopped around to to Vigora for Reject Party of the Trap Alliance. It looks like nothing really happened down in the east or the south, shall I say, with the PoE Alliance. They're actually carrying a vortex towards one of their territories in that region. Yeah, so River Cups found goes to Trap Alliance. Flamog Fork stays in the hands of Hammer and Sickle, and was crossing under attack. I'm not 100% sure. I don't think it was. I think it was Thunderrock Upland, and that went into Reject Party. So, I don't know. It's a weird one.
It's a very interesting situation. I think you are right. It probably has something to do with politics.
Yep.
Generally, if they're not fighting and it's not about iron, it's about politics. So we'll see what happens with this over the next couple of weeks. I'm sure it won't be completely silent. And as soon as the alliance are formed, we'll start seeing a new fight.
I think I'm okay. Okay. Oh, what happens when you have American infrastructure internet? Oh, we'll keep an eye on the packet loss for Shozen as he peaks over 50%. That's a yikes from me. But yeah, it's Tamashi and the boys not engaging in any large scale ZVZs today. Literally just been bouncing around the whole entire world trying to claim castles for themselves. Obviously, they are trying to go for #1 this season, battling it out versus Rack for the #1 spot. Still, looks like Elevate's slowly pulling ahead here. Yep, 44k for Elevate already. 31k for Rack. Yesterday during the war report, it was pretty much neck and neck in terms of scoring. We know Elevate is pretty much a 24-hour guild, so they're going to be constantly ratting castles and everything and doing what they can to gain those points, and that's what they've been doing. I'm just looking at the world map real quick. They have Sunfang Cliffs, Razor Rock Passage, High Stone Meadow, Avalanche Ravine, Murder Gulch Ravine, Glacier Fall Pass,
That's a lot of castles. What's going on
Did they
there?
get this one? No, they didn't get different cloth. So that's a lot of castles. I'm probably going to miss one. Did I miss one or two? I may have missed one or two. But they're all big castles. But the thing is, like, we've said this in the past, Bogul. No one, no one's going for these castles unless it's loot day, right? Unless your guild's going for a #1 spot, or it's castle day, you do not go for castles at the moment, because it's just not worth it. There's no reason to, unfortunately.
Do you know if these guys have 5s or 20s teams?
I'm going to go out on a limb and say they do.
Yeah.
I mean, you got like Zerfax and them all in there, and they're always murking for another guild for 20s and 5v5s and stuff. So I'm gonna go out on a limb and say yes, they are very active within the Crystal League as well. But yeah, I'm not gonna call a clear winner until we get at least into month #1. And
Yeah, same.
That's when, you know, the gap
I mean,
is shown.
it's always fun to just open the rankings and just say, hey, that's the best guild in Albion, right? And then everybody goes, well.
Yeah. It seems like, I mean, the rankings at the moment is quite interesting. A lot of newer and active CVZ guilds are holding spots at the moment. Elevate Rack, Outnumbered, I know of, War Gods.
What's Last Train?
I see, like, those are the guys I don't know. Like, they could be
Korean,
okay, yes.
Chinese,
Yeah,
English,
Korean.
Turkish.
Like, those guys, because we don't do the war report at 15 or 12 UTC, like, we never see them, so we don't know if they're, like, really good CVZ guilds or not. But, like, all the ones that we know of, like Elevate Rack, Outnumbered, War Gods, Mighty Frogs, Cheer that we see, the Lonely Men, Reject Party, Be Careful, Dove, Ghost Stop, like, these guys are all
That's
holding,
a big list of names, yeah.
like, decent spots here. But I don't know. Have to see how it goes. It's been quite an interesting start of the season already. Hopefully, I don't wanna see Trap and PoE hold the horses with the war going on. I mean, even Dior pulling out of large scale battles at 1800 as well for like the past couple of days. Haven't really seen them do much. I believe Rack is fighting. Shozen, I don't know if you're back. He's can have you got a whiteboard there to write on? Do that. That's how you're going to communicate for the rest of the show.
Fight. What's the POV there?
He typed it up there. I don't know how to pronounce that name. That one. That's the command mammoth anyway. Oh,
That didn't work. I'm trying cert. Let's see if that works.
all right. We'll yep. That's a
All
gross
right.
secret. We'll take it. All right, they're fighting Triomphe here. Okay, Triumph. Okay. The guild that we mentioned earlier on as well in the last war reports, the new French hype guild in the works for season 15. Haven't really seen them battle it out in large scale, so this is probably their first major showing here on the war report to see how they do. They're up against Rack, and I'm going to go out on a limb and say GDL Alliance are also here. Big engagements onto the choke point. Interesting play here by Rack. I definitely would not have done that as our POV goes down here. And I'm going to switch back onto the command mammoth as it flees to the north.
that was a quick.
Yeah.
Oh no! I stepped into onto a pot. What's it called? A Lego? Like you step somewhere and they're like, oh shit.
I don't know what that play was. Yes. I definitely would not have done that. Zero Rent are to the east, actually. Okay. Flex and Flex are also over here. Who did we have? Was it Sakura? Or Sex and Flex?
Let me. I'm hopping around trying to find a POV as well here.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, Sakura.
All right.
There you go. They're still fighting Zero Rent over on the eastern side of this fight. They're on the back foot as well, it seems like. Some big cliff tops in the middle of these Zergs. Is that a small... No, that's not a small opening there. Face down the rats over to the east. Big blobs also zoning in on the north side as well.
How about those rats then? Did it work?
There's no pest lizards anymore, which was the main factor, like the main issue, right? Rats are still a thing, but it's a lot more easier to catch them now, that's for sure. It's just no more pest lizards getting spammed on your backline, which was the biggest issue,
right?
with the whole rat situation. So I think overall some really solid changes came in, and it has made an effect, and that's all what really needed to be done. Ratting is a thing. It's always been a thing in Albion, you know? It's a sandbox MMORPG. There's no point in getting rid of it, but it looks like Sex and Flex are getting rid of this fight. Actually, no, they could just be going for a wraparound. I don't know what they're doing.
I may be seeing the last Triumph member going down. Red Dread. Here on the big screen, going to 0. Oh, wait there. He has friends. He has friends. Oh my god.
Oh, he gets the heals just in time. Oh my days. And he's back in the fight. The carpet's down. And it looks like Zero Rent may have overextended themselves for his kill.
That guy must have been yelling his tonsils off there. Guys.
And, well, that group goes down. Sex and Flex is now back in the fight here as Red drops down his defensives to try and bridge that, or make that gap, shall I say, in between these two Zergs. A massive blob forming up on the eastern side as well. Triumph need to be careful. Some big engagements happening to the west. RPOV getting stuck in a silence pool, wondering why his spells didn't work. But GDL just getting absolutely annihilated here by the French. They are definitely not waving any white flags here today. That's for sure. They are sending GDL home. And Trap Alliance are also here on the battlefield as Bella Ella now on the back end of GDL. And that is insane. I'm still waiting for Shozen's whiteboard to pop up here. With some commentary, some info. As Triumph stabilize here after a very, very punishing engagement. And our POV is going to get topped up. Looks like a little bomb from Bella Ella over the walls here. Nothing really connecting. Triumph looking to fully send it here, but the Grail Seeker shutting them down. May just be a front-to-back play style. It looks like that's what it's going to be, as the Raven Strikes cause a little bit of chaos as they get shut down quite quickly.
Yeah,
there's that infamous...
On the second one, there's a little bit of Arco Peach action as well, so... who do you want to watch? Do you want to continue watching Triumph here? Because we haven't seen much of them.
Yeah, I'll stick on Triumph.
Sure.
Mainly because we haven't really seen them like in a full-scale ZVZ before. They're doing quite well. I'm liking what I'm seeing at the moment. See how they handle it. They are rotating to the east. Remember, there's a completely different fight happening here in this map. Zero Rent, I believe, are still here over to the east. I think they're fighting GDL still. So there's a lot happening here in Everwinter Shores. And Triumph a little bit hesitant to push up that choke point. I don't blame them. They do not have south vision angle, or vision, shall I say. They're going to be funneling up through a very tight choke point. And looks like we may have Shozen back shortly, as his packet loss is dropping.
Just as I get the whiteboard ready, like...
Oh, man. I was waiting for it. Wait, who is this? Wars Alliance are now here. What is going on in this? Well, Wars Alliance was here. Shall I say, as Triumph just annihilate them, but it opens up their rear end for Bella Ella to come streaming through the choke point to the west. Triumph now looking very, very broken because they have 3 different alliances surrounding them at the moment. Are they going to be able to stabilize? So let's see what the boys can do. They have that choke point that they can utilize to their southwest side. It looks like that's what their aim of the game is, as wars are now coming in on the northeast side. Trap Bella Ella over the northwest side. They need to be careful, make sure there's not another group happening to the southeast. And wars, no way that they try and push up this choke point like this. I was going to say that would have been crazy.
Are Capiche and the Bella Ella guys already mounted up and doing another wraparound or reposition here? These guys are quite quick on the mount trigger here.
Oh yes, you gotta be quick, gotta be insta. You gotta listen to your shot caller, and wars are starting to stack up on that northeast side. Triumph know that they're getting wrapped. Bella Ella to the western side now, fresh off a dismount. The carpet's down to try and help Triumph move around the map as quick as they can here. Are they going to be able to get themselves out of this very sticky situation? Bella Ella looking for those engagements. Triumph read it. Defensive inertia rings down. Trying to slow down the push here. Defensive Grovekeeper slam as well, stopping that whole entire clump. Very nicely done by Red Dread. Crazy. Shozen.
Robin.
That whiteboard did not work out because you had red marker pen and we cannot read it.
Yeah, I only have one marker pen.
Unbelievable. Well, it looks like Triumph are out of the fight here. Who did we have? Arcapeach, was it? Yeah, Arcapeach. We can hop on to then, as Wars is still fully engulfed here. ZORN as well on the battlefield. This could be a very, very long battle. I can't see an end in sight. Arcapeach and the boys getting clumped here, but they have the supports down. They know what to do in this situation. They're going to look for a steamroll. There comes that Juggernaut engagement once again that we were talking about just a moment ago. This whole entire clump could get deleted. Quite a few members of ZORN going to be hitting the ground here. And it looks like Shozen is back up to 50% packet loss. Well, back to the whiteboard for Shozen. And back to the whiteboard, it looks like for ZORN as well. Because they're going to have to do some VOD reviewing after this. Arcapeach and Bella Ella, on the other hand, looking very, very strong indeed at the moment. Also, it looks like another wave is now coming in. Some big cam lines connecting. Damnation Pierce onto the clump, and it's going to be GG here for the front lines. ZORN, though, need to apply the pressure if they're going to be looking for a turn. And they're trying to find something. The DPS just isn't getting up there. The Judicator helmets from Bella Ella shutting down the pushes. 1 or 2 members of Bella Ella going to go down, though. But it's not going to stop Arcapeach from rotating to the southwest side. Another group, Hammerfall. We now have ZORN here on the battlefield. Are they going to get insta-deleted? We'll have to wait and see. Bella Ella are off cooldown. It's a very messy engagement. It looks like the Raven Strike Bomb Squad going to pay off here for ZORN, deleting the front lines. Bella Ella now getting wrapped from all sides as ZORN take the opportunity and engage on the backline to the northeast side. It's now the battle for life and death here for Trap, for Bella Ella. Are they going to be able to do it? That was a nasty soul scythe. No follow-up engagement, though, from ZORN. Arcapeach and the boys of Bella Ella looking to stabilize here. Yeah. Yeah, it's been very weird. Like, what is it? I guess so, dude. Like, I don't know what's been going on, but Arcapeach is looking... He's already repositioned right onto the backlines of Wars Alliance here. Going to back up. I believe ZORN are somewhere to be to the northwest side, I think. Yeah, looking to see 1 or 2 up here. So I think, by the looks of it, because Wars clearly aren't engaging with Trap here. So Trap and wars working together. That's pretty much confirmed with what we're seeing right now. So I'm going to make a note of that. Trap plus wars. Friends, I should put that for my notes. I will do that after the show. So they're working together on that front. So it's going to be quite interesting. ZORN by themselves, because they didn't look like they were working with GDL. It looks like they just got annihilated by GDL. And now the fight is going to move itself into a territory. Can ZORN, are they going to hold defensive position, or are they just going to try and get out from the fight? I'm not sure if everyone's got the memo. ZORN coming in mounted over on the western side. This whole entire group going to get annihilated here by Bella Ella. Oh no. So that's the difference right there, Bogul. You know how you mentioned Bella Ella, how fast they are with the mount-ups and the rotations, and how they're always like moving together as one? Right there, ZORN did not do that. They had a larger group already on the mage tower itself, mounted. And then they had the slower group that didn't get the memo coming in late, and that's all the guys that just got deleted and removed from the battlefield. So that's the difference there. Lugsy and the boys coming in once again with the Raven bomb squad. It wasn't as impactful that time around. A lot of defenses were down. Good read at the battlefield from Orchid Peach on that play. So ZORN is still here.
Maybe we can explain what a Raven bomb squad is, because I think that's quite a new phenomenon overall.
Yeah, it's the new gloves. So normally what you're going to see is like a group of, it's normally about four of the gloves, and it's that massive red AoE circle that you see on the floor that slowly expands out. It goes out into an 18-meter radius.
18?
Once it's it's larger than a camland logo.
Oh.
And it puts out, so if you fully charge it for the full duration, you put out max damage, and then you also knock up all the players that you hit. So what we've been seeing is like a damnation gets utilized, and then like 2 or 3 of the gloves themselves, and they'll just run in damnation pierce as it's a massive AoE pierce itself, and then the gloves just hit, and it's annihilation. If you don't get your demon armors off, then it's GG.
I've seen some videos. I don't think that's the charge up, but the insta slat one. Oh wait.
Oh, the like the cone gloves. Those ones.
Yeah. Now I do have a problem with this whiteboard, guys, because I have Shozen mirrored. So Shozen, can you mirror your thing? Wait, let me. No. Wait, you have to show it again, because people couldn't read it. Wait, transform. Vertical? No, we don't want vertical, Shozen. No, wait, give me a sec. Shozen, can you hear me? You cannot hear me. Can't connect to TeamSpeak even. Oh no. Wait.
I think I was actually calling out the wrong gloves. Wait, was I?
I think, yeah, that's why I was asking.
No, I think it was the right ones.
Wait, give me.
Yeah. War gloves. Raven Strike is the gloves that I was talking about. Those are the ones. Dev Talk when? Question mark from Shozen in the background. Not sure. It got postponed. It got pushed back. We'll have to wait and see. But let's quickly wrap up the show because I really need to go to toilet real bad. You can come back and what do we got? We got the new player show coming up at 1900 UTC. So in 15 minutes time, that's going to be Nomad, Poncho, Shozen, and Bogul. You can check that out. Some quite interesting things going over. I believe builds for open world PvP and ganking and stuff. But you can check out our YouTube channel.
Creating certain
as well.
Builds for content. You need to go that bad, do you? Oh, okay, yeah. Got it.
YouTube.com/Albion TV, where you can find all the 5v5 20 versus 20 Crystal League coverage, along with all the war reports and Invasion Day battles. We got the daily shows and interviews, but if you're looking to listen to the interviews in a different format, you can go to our SoundCloud or any other streaming podcast platforms
so
and type in
sorry.
Albion TV. But yes, I really need to go now because I'm about to pee myself. Let's go. Good night. Thanks for watching. Adios.
All right, bye. Let's go.